Trump's administration is prepared to raise the tariffs into China if the Beijing continues blocking the rare earth exports, the Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent warned on Sunday. Also, China announced on the Thursday that it would suspend for 1 year the restrictions it imposed in October on the rare earth materials and the technologies, but the Bessent voiced concerns that the Beijing had not always followed through on the commitments. Also, the Chinese have cornered the markets on the rare earth minerals, and also, unfortunately, at times they proved to be unreliable partners, the Bessent told the Fox News on the Sunday. Also, such metals are mined in several countries, including the United States, but China has a virtual monopoly on processing these material and metal for the industrial use. The suspension was announced following the recent talks between Donald Trump and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping in South Korea. Some of the export restrictions previously decided by the Beijing remains in place following the agreement and the goodwill between the two leaders of the world's two largest economies, that is Donald Trump and Xi Jinping. The Bessent said that he hoped that we can depend on them to be more reliable partners. If not, we would also threaten them with more tariff, Bessent warned, stressing Washington has been prepared to use maximum leverage. We don't want to decouple with China, but we are going to have the de-risk, he said. Bessent also accused previous US governments of being asleep at the switch as the Beijing spent years putting together its rare earth strategy. Now this administration, we are going to go at warp speed over the next 1 to 2 years, and we are going to get out from the under this sword that the Chinese have overtaken us, and also they have the over the world, told CNN. As part of the announced deal, the Washington also will reduce the levels of tariffs imposed on the Chinese export to the United States by 10%. The agreement also requires China to take significant measures to stem the flow of the fentanyl into the United States, where the consumption of the powerful synthetic opioid has caused tens of thousands of people to die. According to the US Drug Enforcement Administration, China is by far the largest supplier of the fentanyl to the United States. Also, the US President Donald Trump said on the Sunday that his meeting with the Chinese President Xi Jinping was a great one and would also bring lasting peace and success for both the nations. In a post on the Truth Social, Donald Trump also said that my G2 meeting with the President Xi Jinping of China was a great one for both of our countries. This meeting will lead to everlasting peace and successes. God bless both China and the United States. After his highly anticipated meeting, Donald Trump said that the Washington has also reached a landmark 1-year trade pact with China, slashing the United States tariff on the Chinese imports from the earlier 57% to now 47%. Trump also further noted that 10% tariff reduction on the Chinese exports to the United States was due to the China's agreeing to take strong action on the fentanyl issue. Also later, while speaking to the reporters, Donald Trump also announced that China has committed to immediately purchase large and tremendous amounts of soya beans and other US farm products as part of a deal between the two nations. During a gaggle aboard Air Force One following his departure to the Washington, Donald Trump also hailed the decision as a very nice gesture from the President Xi Jinping, noting that his Chinese counterpart had authorized the purchase a day earlier. According to Millennium, in May, China halted its purchases of the United States soya beans following Donald Trump's announcement of tariffs. leaving farmers nationwide with billions of dollars worth of unsold crops and prompting some to the question the policies that the president may be supporting.